Hey. Yo.
Hello.
Hey. Are we live?
We
We're
live.
live now.
Howdy.
Hey.
I was looking at my delayed reaction. We're gonna close that so I don't have to see myself for the rest of this game.
D&D.
Avatar reference, actually.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to the Hexagon tabletop role-playing games. I'm going to be your Dungeon Master, Brent, and today we're going to be playing Avatar: Age of Bone, post-apocalyptic Avatar campaign. I have my lovely players with me here today, and in a break from tradition, we briefly discussed never introducing people again, unless it was mid-session and for some sort of a reason where the characters should be described. But you know them, you love them. We have Simon, CJ, Bernier, Shai, Shadim, and Peter. Everybody give them a round of applause. Right enough.
Yeah.
Last
That's some
session,
validation.
session,
Little self-love.
we left off, and I minimize everyone. There we go. Hi, everybody. Last session, we left off with our team Avatar having just come out of this insane, ancient, technological city that was really out of place in the Avatar universe. And after grouping together by a fire and confronting the person who'd been stalking them for quite some time, about a month almost, they found their story. They came from another continent across the sea on the other side of the planet. For indeed, Avatar isn't just a map in a continent; it's a whole planet. And what's on the other side? A lost island, the lost world, you might say, in my dinosaur-themed campaign. And from this lost world came. I think her name was Quaddle, and her good dinosaur Quetzal. So Quetzal Quaddle explained that they have run from some sort of a CEO and his building of this evil corporation, none of which means, and these words don't mean anything to anybody. They just denote some sort of an organization of evil villains. And Quaddle didn't really know what was going on either, but is excited to have found the Avatar and hopefully, is looking forward to supporting them in their mission to bring balance back to the world, because it's seriously unbalanced right now. All of you went to sleep that night, had various kind of check-ins go on with, what has happened, and everyone woke up, I think, the next day, rearing to go, and repaired. There was a quick repair done on the airship, as everyone is looking forward to hopefully finally getting to the Spirit Council, the hub of what is going on in this world, also the point of attack, potentially, of the Incursing army. And you guys had seen that supply line snaking ever inward, from the coast all the way on the eastern shore where you'd come from. And now you're heading there in the hard-earned flying contraption. And I think getting down to the exact moment here, you guys are all up and awake, getting ready. And I think that you're about to start your day of travel. Like all that time ago. Remember when we used to roll for that? And I would like everybody to roll the dice again for your day of travel.
What are we rolling?
I fucked up.
Start with the rolls.
Flat, right?
Yeah, it's a flat 2d6.
Ay, caramba.
Are you
That's
eating shorts?
10.
About 10. That's 2 successes.
Kai has 10 as
6.
well. Like
him.
lines.
6 as well.
2 failures. That was a 9, I think. So that's 3 successes. Kai,
Talk
what'd
to
you
me
get?
about 9.
Ooh.
Oh, that's pretty fun.
Where the white women at?
Wait, what'd you get? What'd you get, Kai? I didn't hear.
That'd be right
I
here.
got
That's you,
I'm
Kenny.
a little confused. Does the
Cloney?
screen or does the thing look different to anyone else? The site? Did it update again?
Did it?
It's been this way for a couple weeks now.
Did you get the update before me?
I don't know. It pulled up an entirely new screen. Maybe it's because I had dark.
Looks
Reader
nicer. We've got a little more pizzazz going on.
I rolled a 6, and I don't know. Yeah, that's yellow, and it brings up another screen. I don't know. It's different, but I rolled a 6. That's what matters.
I don't see what you guys see. So my GM dashboard hasn't changed.
Looks the same to me.
was all
Can
the
you
info
see
there.
what I see?
Okay, but I heard that's 3 6s from people. So that's 3 failures.
The devil.
I got
we're
a 9.
And 2 10s and a 9. So 3 6s, 2 10s and a 9.
Yeah. So we're still up.
I think you guys
We're still up.
maybe
I mean, look, we're still positive.
the ship lifts straight in the air. You guys all set about kind of helping Shen and Emma take a look at the electronics, maybe like earth bending a couple of like metal plates here and there and holding things. And
Earth bending metal plates.
yeah, it's earth bending, it's earth training to metal bend. Just like lava bending is earth bending. And lightning attacks are fire bending.
Brenting.
Or brenting.
Fire Brenting.
Oh, there we go.
But you guys all are in the airship, and I think that it starts to, like, at a great pace, you rocket off.
Got that dog.
Yeah.
Whose
Oh,
dogs was that?
these things really move.
My dogs.
Not mine.
Not my.
Sorry.
It was like,
I don't got
oh, my
dogs.
dog.
It was Murphy.
Okay. You rocket off at this incredible pace, having rolled 2 10s and a 9. But on 3 failures, I think immediately as you rocket off,
Wait, before we're at +2 though.
DPK.
Ship explodes.
Is it not
Somebody
still
gets
like,
diarrhea.
+2?
they don't
It's roof for
track them.
sure.
They're separate
Oh, okay.
scales.
Gotcha.
One is for how fast and well you guys are traveling, and the other is encounters. That is the peeking behind the veil. That's essentially the mechanics of that little travel system. Because you can do good and bad on the same day.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. But the weather is holding out. The rain is not coming back, and it's cold. And as you guys speed ahead, you see
Who's cold?
the weather. Probably you.
Me.
We huddle for warmth.
My God.
It's true. We're in complete open sky, wind whipping past us in this like open drone.
No, I thought there was an inside portion of that.
There is, if you choose to choose, you stay inside, or are the doors still just, like jammed open? Or did we manage to fix that?
I'll say on the good rolls that you guys had for travel, it's fixed. Absolutely. Between all of you, Sue like forcing it back into place. You're able to fix it. But Jet, you spy out the window what appears to be a small herd of sky bison floating up to meet you guys.
Guys, look! Sky bison.
What?
Yeah, they're.
Here?
Pulling out. No, look.
I think they're coming towards us.
Yeah, everybody roll me and assess the situation.
What is that?
Everybody's looking at the sky bison anyway. If you don't want to look at the sky bison, that's your thing.
Oh, definitely look at them.
Sky
Sky
Bison.
bison.
I'm looking.
Assess the situation, you say?
10.
Jolo, check it out.
Creativity.
It's
Creativity.
a
A
creativity roll.
7.
It
A
is
9.
10.
6.
Ooh,
We have a 10. Anybody higher than a 10?
Buddy,
I have 10 as well.
double sixes.
Hey.
Let's go.
Yo!
Boxcars. First roll.
All right.
Oh.
Bad.
Anybody who got a hit up to a 9, you guys notice that there are these bison seem to be coming straight at you. Anybody with a 10, you realize that there's riders on these bison.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, so Kaloni's still like, look, they're coming this way, look. She's all excited about it.
And on boxcars, Rufu, you notice the glint of steel off of weapons.
Oh no.
Oh,
Guys, Ananta, these airbenders have weapons.
What?
Why would they have weapons?
Your friends
Huh?
are
I don't recognize those sky bison.
Do I recognize them?
I don't think you would. You can roll me if you want to roll me a. Give me 1 second. I'll figure out what I want you to roll me.
Is there such thing as a bad sky bison?
They're all bad, baby.
If you want to spend a fatigue and roll with
In the age of bone.
Hey, Kaya, if you spend a fatigue and roll with tradition, perhaps you'll remember something.
Suspended fatigue and roll. Yeah, I'll do that. Did I heal any fatigue from the last one?
Last night you healed 2 fatigue from sleeping.
Okay, sweet. Oh yeah, so yeah, I'll use one. And sorry, you said roll what?
2d6. It's always 2d6 in this.
No, was it tradition?
Yeah, with tradition.
Oh, okay, so I get a -1 in tradition.
is it worth it?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Oh, okay. That's 2.
Ooh.
Yeah, on a 2, I think that you know that herds of bison are probably, they're not that common, and they're usually used by like merchant fleets.
Okay.
So that's what you know in this moment as somebody shouts like, Rufu, what do you shout out?
I shout out that like these airbenders have weapons.
Are they actually
I'm
airbenders?
shouting
though?
out for Ananta.
Yeah, airbenders, I
and
can't even
telling
see
her.
them.
What's going on?
Yeah, no,
What if they're friendly?
dude, I think we have to go. Like, can we go any faster, Shen?
Let me check. Is there there's no control panel? Like, can I
Em, how does this?
check
How
the
do we
wires?
speed
There's a
up?
thing
They're
on
gonna.
top,
They're
right?
trying to intercept us.
Yeah, Emma just cuts up. She's like, Shen, what can you do?
I can put us back down on the ground.
She like looks around. Like, there's just the kind of like the big circle propeller around the cargo thing. There's no handholds up here, no weapons up here. She looks down inside. It's just one big cargo hold with everybody looking up at her. She goes, "Put us down. Put us down.
Yeah,
Gotta go down."
kind of. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. So I'll just drop.
Yeah, immediately you all feel the vertigo feeling as the whole thing starts dropping.
Could I take out my staff and try and glide towards them?
Do you want to like hop
Again?
out the hatch? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I figure we're all like up. No. Or yeah. I'll pop out.
Not anymore. We're dropping.
Yeah. I'll
So
pop out.
so it starts dropping. Kai, you start to like pop out of that hatch, and hoo-hoo! J-Brav is gonna jump onto your back, and you're out. So you start gliding away as the cargo plane starts, or cargo drone, I should say, starts to land once again. Outside, Kai, you see the crap. Anybody remember the name of
crap?
Quaddle's dinosaur?
I only have
We
Quaddle.
have,
Oh, it was like, oh no, I don't remember the name.
it was
Katsu-
Katsu,
Feathered
wasn't it?
pterodactyl.
Well, I think
Not
Waddle
his-
and Katsu.
Specifically, not a pterodactyl.
Oh, the actual name of the dinosaur itself. Ooh, no, idea.
No, but it was
I
feathered.
forget.
Like
It's actually
Yeah.
furry.
Not for.
Fear.
Feather?
I wrote
Not
dactyl in my notes.
It's a furry. Okay.
Oh dear.
Give me a second.
Wood?
we all know what you're into, Brent.
It's a dimorphodon.
Look, he just needed a public forum in which to. Dimorph.
I hate it. I hate it so
Look at
much.
that- look
I'm
at
in
that
love.
beak.
I think it's great.
Look at its face.
He's got such a big head.
He's a little cutie, that's
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
these are the old pictures that are kind of wrong, right? In science, I just need everyone at home to know that science was wrong and that we've since had better models of what
Look,
dinosaurs
science is
look
all
like and
about
stuff.
guessing and testing.
So there's fur
We'll
on this
figure things
thing.
out.
It has a little bit more fat and meat to it. Like, you know, like if you looked at the skeleton of a swan, you wouldn't know that it looked like a swan. You know, so this thing could look like a swan.
That's beautiful, bud.
Dimorphodon and Quaddle come up to Kai, and she goes, "What's the plan? Are we just we're gonna fight these guys? We're gonna bruise them up."
No, settle down, settle down. I'm going to talk to them.
I think you feel that she raises an eyebrow to you, but she still has that half helmet on when she's riding with her hair streaming up behind her.
I can't tell what you're doing.
But she'll like hang back as you go forward. The rest of you, I think, land no problem as the bison get near. Is there anything that anybody on the cargo drone specifically wants to do? I think Emma is like putting some gloves on, grabbing a wrench, and like getting ready to like pop open the doors and like go outside. She's like, "You're not gonna catch me in a hole."
I guess I'm still controlling the descent of the ship, so I can't really do much else right now.
Yeah, well, I'll say it lands, and like, what do you guys want to do? Kind of like while you wait for the sky conversation to take place. See
Kinda-
bison circling.
I want to check around our surroundings, see if there's anyone like on the ground coming towards us as well.
Sure.
I'm gonna immediately start putting up little barriers. around us.
Absolutely, yeah. You put up some little like barriers, some little cover. As you all kind of wait for a minute, Ananta like crouches behind one, looks at you, Kaloni, nods, seems ready to fight.
I'm gonna just go with Joe, like kind of go to the. I'm gonna tell him to help Sue with the barriers. I'm just gonna practice deep breathing. Let's say.
Sure. So you guys set up a whole bunch of barriers as the conversation plays out, but we're gonna see how long that conversation.
Barriers and ditches. Don't forget the ditches on the other side of the barriers. So they jump over the barriers. They don't know there's a ditch, and then they twist their ankle.
I haven't bent at all since we got in the Matrix. Not even in the Matrix.
Oh.
So if I try and help, I'm like very unsure. But I just want to check if I try and earth bend.
We got switched back though, right?
Yeah, but I never like tested it personally.
No, but I'm just confirming we did get
But yeah,
switched back.
we did
Okay.
switch back last step.
Yeah. So you're fine to earthbend.
Okay.
But I think, yeah, this is the first time you've been after the conversation last night. If you want to know what happened last night, go watch us on YouTube at the TheHexagonTTRPG.
Plugged.
Crazy.
The earth that you bend specifically, Jet, like little smoke maybe comes off of it. And you guys all see that earth instead of like crumbling and moving across itself, it's like more fluid almost. Hot earth. Hearth. Stepping away from Hearth for a second into the sky. Hot sky. The sky. That doesn't work as well. Kai, you're flying, and a big bison huge horns, and the horns kind of come up and then twist forward to like point at you. And I think that as you look, you realize that the caps that twist forward, kind of nastily looking, are metal.
Oh,
And they've been attached to the bison horn and painted to look like the horn.
oh, incredible craftsmanship.
And now, kind of, as this bison hovers for a second,
You're right.
as you land on it, maybe like, you know, on the like where the harness, like the saddle area would be, what looks to be a plainly clothed, like just dark leather armor, but indeed armor with like straps and stuff, turns to you.
Oh, wait, before I land, can I like give a little flair a little bit? I want to be diplomatic, but I want to show that like I got skills. I'm not just some dude like gliding, you know. So what I think I want to do is kind of like go past them a bit, kind of like flip and then like fire bend from my feet again to give that burst and pop back and then land and like take my staff and unfurl it and hold it and go salutations, fellow airbenders.
What are you trying to do with them here? Are you trying to be like showy and
Yeah, I'm just
like
trying to be
conversational?
flamboyant, not confrontational. Just
Yeah,
like,
conversational, not confrontational.
yeah, conversational.
Okay.
Should you
And
fire
I'm
them for
gonna-
a conversation?
Not at them, like from my feet. You know, I'm like do a little.
He's trying to impress them.
little barrel roll. You know.
You
My
kiss
flying
that.
skills.
Eh,
Okay. I'm gonna say you got to push your luck right now.
push my
Ooh.
luck. Okay.
Roll with passion.
With their passion.
Yeah, on a hit, you're gonna do it, but it costs you to scrape by. And on a 10 plus, your boldness pays off despite the cost. I tell you that you get another lucky opportunity.
And would this count as like using one of my techniques too, like the jet stepping kind of like would it be like a move I'm using or just like because I do have that ability, the jet stepping, like the burst from my feet.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just letting you do the jet stepping. Like I know you have that ability, so I'm not. There's no roll for that.
Okay.
So you do that, and what you're essentially rolling right now is how they're viewing your display.
Okay, sweet. Passionate guy. Ooh, that's double sixes, boys.
Oh yeah.
The ancestor is with me.
Literally.
You hear the reply in your head, and you are with me.
That was a little unsettling.
It's
As you
endearing.
jet step, flip over, land on the saddle, this figure turns to you, but I think that you notice that you never left their gaze. And indeed, it's like when they're turning to you, they're just turning the rest of their body because their head was already looking at you, and like they were looking at you through the corner of their eye.
Mhm.
And the person who looks at you has like black, matted, like close to the scalp hair, greasy, huge scar going across their entire face. And you
my.
can see that it's like it's messed with their nose a little bit, but it looks like the nose had been sewed back together, so it's like scarred and like a little bit ragged. And he looks at you with this expression, and it looks like he's always sneering. And he holds up a hand, and the other 5 bison stop, and you can see that there are arrows trained on you. So like one of them has like a crossbow. You see like a youngish looking kid with like a sling. He's like looking at you.
I'm like puzzling, looking at the kid. I'm like, what's going on? Looking at all of them.
And they all look kind of scrawny, like, you know, haphazard armor, but they're all dyed and painted the same way those horns were. Even the weapons seem to be coded in such a way as to like not glint and not draw attention.
Mm.
But now here in the midst of them, I think that, and this is one of the lucky opportunities that's going to fall your way, you realize that these are legit bandits.
Oh,
So this is a pillaging party. He stops for a moment and looks at you. What is this display? Airbending and firebending, it seems.
perhaps, maybe a trick. Salutations, Tomei Kai. And I put out my hand.
He looks at it. He doesn't shake it or move. Still holding the reins to his bison right in one hand. Kai, huh?
Yes, of
I've
the
heard that
prestigious
name
Kai
before.
family. Listen, you raiders, you're not in for a good time if I think you're going to do what I think you're going to do.
You call us raiders.
Though you look the part, you smell the part, certainly.
You think
Damn.
we won't do what we came here to do? Get
Well,
that metal contraption for our own?
you can certainly try, but again, not going to go your way. I suggest turning around.
How about this?
Yes, and I'll like move my bowl cut a little bit so my ears are out.
I'll let you go. I'll even let you join us because I liked your trick so much.
Join you. Oh, that sounds fantastic.
Are you?
Are we all within earshot of this? Is this like a?
No, they're in the
This is,
sky
like, in
currently.
the area. You guys just see Tomei landed on a bison and the other bison like.
No, I'm trying to trick him, really.
Are you trying to trick him? So roll me a trick. Roll creativity.
Creativity. That's 8.
Very good. On a 8, you pick 1. You can either take +1 forward to acting against them. They can act foolishly, and I'll tell you what additional opportunity they're going to give to you, or they overcommit. They're deceived for some time.
I guess. Well, what I'm trying to do is trying to like gain their trust and get a surprise round on them when they think they have like they're gonna go attack their friends. So I guess that'd be the first one.
Yeah, the +1 will be like until the scene ends, you get a +1 versus the bandits
Okay.
for all the rolls you're gonna make.
Yeah, I'll take that.
He looks surprised. Nods. What about where'd your dinosaur flying friend go?
I don't know. I just met her. And I like put my staff on my side. Well, show me what you boys can do.
And he, with his other hand, as he's still holding the reins, he motions, and 4 of the bison break off, go towards the down ship. Excuse me. And so it's just his bison and another one that are here with you. And he looks at you and he's wondering, kind of like, he didn't think you were going to accept his offer, but he liked your trick. And now he's like, well, what do I do with this guy?
Just chilling in the saddle.
And as that happens, I think that you see behind him the Dimorphodon come up. And you guys know how silent it's been. It's like this bird of prey or dino
Like
of
Toothless.
prey. Kind of like Toothless. And you just see looking out from like behind the back is Quaddle, and she like can I no, but she's gonna stab him like
I'd be like
She stabbed him. Gah!
What's
so
his
you-
facial reaction as you make this sign? I want to know.
Momentary confusion.
momentary confusion followed by pain. You see as he wrinkles his nose. There's there's a few gaps in it actually. It didn't quite heal back into one piece. And that we're going to begin the first exchange with him down 3 fatigue as he's skewered through, and then she summons the spear back to her hand as she swoops over to attack the second bison, and it yanks out of him. And the rest of you are going to be in this exchange as well as the other 4 bison come barreling in. There are people on top of each one, and they seem to be charging with the bison at you.
Damn.
I step back.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah, there's a lot of stunned silence over here. You're in a battle, all right. Let's go.
Geez. Yeah, it's just so sudden. We're suddenly attacked by these air bison.
Start launching boulders.
There was a shanking.
Yeah,
How
you
close
guys-
are
you
they
guys
by the time
witnessed a shanking, and then a bunch of bison coming to attack you in the meantime, and it's
I
I was
can't
like,
unlock
that doesn't
my
look
moment of
good.
balance. What am I to do?
hey, other people got moments of balance.
Look, there's only 4 of them.
You guys, I think, all have them unlocked, so don't fucking lie to me.
Just
we
saying,
ration
there's only
them.
4 of them.
Okay, I've initiated combat. You can all enter in which approach you're going to take. Lock in. I'm going to come in here.
Hold on, I gotta.
Oh, you see it actually get highlighted now when you lock it in.
Wait, how do you?
Combat, and then you get everything there.
I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing fighting techniques.
In your stats stuff, there should be combat, like a little orange combat button.
Oh, I see. Lock in.
Locked and loaded.
Let's go.
Oh, hold on. I just realized something. Crap. Okay, got it.
So, do these look like airbenders that you know? Before, we do anything to them?
She already said she doesn't recognize him.
Yeah, that's from far away. Maybe when they're closer, she might.
Everyone's locked in.
Yep.
Locked in and loaded.
They're clearly trying to attack us. Let's just fuck them up.
Well,
Great
we don't
fun.
know. We don't. Maybe they have a motive. Maybe they think we're bad guys.
I mean,
They're good
Quaddle
guys.
just.
I'll
stabbed
give them
one
a
of them.
motive, and I start to breathe fire on these.
Wait,
What?
what?
Pebbles.
You think that you're gonna breathe fire, and then Jolo actually does it.
Oh,
Yo.
What?
Shen goes first with defend and maneuver.
Yeah, so I'm going to take the steady
dragon.
stance on top of the machine, the drone, and basically any foes engaged with me or who choose to attack, to advance and attack this exchange must mark 1 fatigue, and then I can negate the first condition or negative status inflicted upon me in this exchange. If none were inflicted, I can become empowered for the next.
Okay, so roll.
Nope.
All right.
We'll see if this actually happens.
It's a 9.
on a night. Excuse me. That does actually happen. So you take up your position. Tell me how you're taking up this position too. I know that there was all of the little barricades and ditches that were already kind of dug.
Oh yeah, no, I'm like right up on top of the roof of the drone.
Yeah. So how do you make it so that as they attack, they're gonna like get hit?
This isn't about cool. So at this point, I'm gonna try and see if I can kind of like lodge my feet into the metal like surface of the roof, and then
Like
just
tin foils
have
up your leg.
like at the ready, not quite boulders, but kind of like fist-sized rocks, just like alongside them to like ward them off of the ship itself.
It's
Yeah,
not just a
absolutely.
boulder.
Right. You
It's
sink
a
your
rock.
feet in, get ready, get some of those boulders up to defend yourself.
Yeah, do a little bowling boxing.
A little bowling boxing. And then we're going to go on to Kai Tome, defended maneuver.
I think I want to seize a position.
Wait, hold on. Everybody roll first for your approach,
Yeah.
and
It's
then tell me what you're going to do after.
Can't
Because
tell
you
by
can
my
only do it-
possibility you
I already
fail.
know what I got.
Roll first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because on a hit 7 to 9, you can use one basic or master technique. On a 10 plus, you can do things. On a miss, you stumble, and you can only use a basic if you shift your balance. So
Okay, and it's flat, right? Yeah.
the
roll
roll
No,
itself-
depending. So if you do defend and maneuver, it's roll with focus. Advance
Yeah.
and attack.
Okay, yeah,
is roll with
focus,
passion,
okay,
evade,
okay.
and observe as harmony.
Okay.
or
Sweet.
creativity.
Oh yeah.
I got
Yeah, you
plus
use
one.
both.
So that's 8.
So you can use a basic or a master technique.
If I wanted. Well, okay. I think I wanted to seize a position, I think. But do it in a little bit of a weird way, if that's possible. Because I'm still on the bison with the dude who just got stabbed, right?
Yes, and he looks angry as fuck, and he's coming towards you.
He let go of the reins.
Yeah. If he's coming towards you, he let go. He. Then,
Big ass saddle. It's kind of like coming towards me. I kind of want to like maneuver around him, airbending, and then try and grab the reins. And I wanted to try to, if it like move or try and direct the bison into another one. If that's possible.
I'll say that you can move it into the other one, but you're gonna just combine the two bison platforms in the air.
Okay. I want to like ram it, if like
Yes. I'm gonna say with you rolled an 8, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, with the 8, I'm gonna say that you can't. You'd have to use two techniques, I think, to move it and ram into something else with it.
Okay. Sweet. That I'm cool with that. But yeah, would that still count as seize a position?
Yeah, absolutely. You move the whole position to a new position.
Okay. Yeah. I think if any, when I seize a position, foes must mark 2 fatigue to block my movement. So if he was trying to block my movement, he had to take 2 fatigue.
Yeah, I think that in this case he swings, misses, and doesn't put in the extra effort to like get after you. And as you move the bison, you probably notice like he's got his what's the word for this? Ship legs, but it's not ship. It's he's got his bison legs under him.
Skylegs?
That's sea leg.
Skyleg.
Skyleg.
Yeah, Skylegs.
Yeah.
That's good.
Sorry, Shai, what was that?
That skylegs, that's what I said.
Skylegs. These scallywags with the skylegs. So they're used to mounted aerial combat, and so he just turns on you as you take this new position. But you now, on this dual platform of bisons, you see that Quaddle is on the other one. Is essentially going to be fighting the 4 people who are on that bison. And so
There are
you've
4
seized your-
people on one bison. Oh, jeez.
Well,
The whole gang was was on one bison a lot of the time.
No, I know, but like like in my head, I saw like all these 6 bison had like 1 rider each, but I'm like, oh wait, no, that could potentially be more people on.
Yeah.
There's a whole group of bandits, guys.
I was thinking one each too.
There were 6 bandits.
That kid wasn't driving a bison. He didn't have his license yet.
I mean, Aang didn't either.
Aang didn't either. No, Aang did have his license. He had the arrows, which is mastery.
That's true.
That means they're all airbenders. They all have look for the arrows.
You don't even know if these guys are airbenders. Sue is next.
Ooh, all right. So roll with passion, advance and attack. Oh, that's a miss. I rolled a 5, but I know I can shift my balance away from center to use a basic move, but that's pretty risky considering I'm already at +2. I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm extra caring right now, and so what I'm going to do with my one basic technique is that I'm going to pressure the opponent by lifting up. I'm going to stomp 1 foot down, classic Sioux style, and lift up a bunch of rocks into the air, like stealth rocks in Pokemon. And basically,
Shine, ding ding.
yeah, just like hold them up in the air so that the bisons can't get like too close to us. Yeah, so my approach, choose an approach. Your foe cannot choose to use that approach in the next exchange. So I'm going to choose they cannot attack in the next exchange.
All right, no advance and attack. Who are you choosing this for?
Yeah, because it can't be a group, right? It has to be a foe.
No, you can choose. The way foes work on the back end, just for you guys to know, are essentially like swarms of enemies.
Okay.
And so in this case, I have 2 swarms. One is the bison swarm, and one is the just bandit swarm. So there's more bandits who have weapons, and there are less bison, but the bison are less armored. So it's a whole thing. But so you can choose one of the 2 swarms. You can choose either to prevent the bandits from attacking or the bison.
I'm going to choose the bandits.
Sure. So maybe the rocks you put out like are shrapnel, a little bit smaller, so they'll get in their eyes and stuff and prevent them from doing the advance and attack.
Sick.
As opposed to like bigger boulders that would get in the bison's big eye. Of course.
Why does that have the eyes?
Right. So the bison are banned from advancing and attacking next exchange. Sweet move, as you said. No, sorry. The bandits are banned. Very sweet move. We're going to move on to Rufu and Jolo, advance and attack.
Sorry, I was busy sneezing. Yeah, I'm going to run up to the nearest bison and try and jump up onto it and breathe fire on its riders.
Okay, roll.
But I was supposed to roll first. But the good news is that I rolled a 9.
All right. And what is your stance technique that you're trying to use in this moment?
Breath of Fire. It's a technique that I took for my firebending. Advance and attack. It's breathe fire in a massive gout. I mark 1 fatigue and set alight as much or as little of the surroundings as I choose, and try to set aflame any foes within reach. They must either retreat and disengage, or become impaired, or suffer 2 fatigue and become doomed as they catch fire.
Yeah, it's a good move.
If you caught fire, you would be doomed. Most likely.
Hold on.
Drop and roll, boys.
As you rush up to do this, and you leap into the air and jump onto one of the bison and begin to inhale, Jolo senses what you're doing,
suppose so. You're right.
and the avatar eyes flash. He's going to use his technique for the round and flip the elements. And from this point onwards, you're all on your other element.
What?
So you're on fire now?
Quick question though.
Yes.
Does that mean that like the rocks that like Shen had prepared and the rocks that Zoo had prepared just drop because we're no longer like keeping them up?
Essentially, they drop, but the technique is going to continue to last.
Okay.
And you'll kind of see in a minute.
What the heck?
So the eyes flash, you jump up, you do this attack. Sorry, and then the enemy can.
Do I notice his eyes flash?
No, he's behind you. So now you're in firebending mode, and I can spend fatigue to prevent this. Please tell me I can spend fatigue to prevent it.
That's for
No,
season
you can just
position, I believe.
you can they can choose to retreat and disengage. So basically, they have to get off the bison.
Ooh.
I'm either forcing them to get off the bison and to retreat, suffer 2 fatigue, or become paired. Becoming impaired. So if they retreat and disengage, they become impaired, or they suffer 2 fatigue and become doomed as they catch fire. And I mark 1 fatigue.
Okay. So between the shrapnel hitting them in the eyes as they come in, just a bunch of rocks falling all of a sudden instead of like being held in the air, and fire being breathed at them, I think that they're going to choose to be impaired and retreat for the bandits specifically and not take the fatigue damage.
Good choice.
Yep.
And of course, I don't want the fire on the bison.
Yeah, you try to just spray on the top. So you get some of the bandits. They immediately catch fire, start like pulling up. It's a little bit of chaos up here in the air for them. You like jump back down. Then it's the bandits' turn, and they're going to.
Do I have to jump down? Can I stay on top of the bison?
You didn't seize a position, so I'm not going to let you jump up into the air and like retain that position.
Okay.
Just for the mechanics' sake. For flavor, you jump up, touch that bison's head, but the bison were in the middle of their ram attack, and so probably what happens next is it just rams you into the ground and you fall off.
It's still moving.
Yeah, that's it. So that's like they finish their move through and then retreat after this exchange. So in terms of the attacks that are going to go off from the bandits, so the bandits are going to lose some arrows, and they get 3 attacks. So there's going to be 1 at Shen, 1 at Jet, and 1 at Coloni.
But they're impaired?
Yeah.
There's
They
more
choose
bison.
1 fewer technique.
Oh. Mark of fatigue or take -2 to all physical actions.
That's for
Oh, for
PCs.
NPCs. Choose 1 fewer technique for NPCs. Damn it. So they only attack 2 people.
Yeah.
Choose.
Who doesn't want to get attacked?
I'll get attacked.
I'm very confused because
I'm the
Don't attack me.
what's the homework to get other moves from my other element?
No, don't worry.
He wouldn't do this to us without thinking about
Don't worry about it.
Don't
It's
worry.
okay. It's gonna be fine. So Jet and Shen, you guys get attacked since Colonial was the one I said last, and I was only allowed 2. You guys each take 2 fatigue of damage, as you get rained essentially like by pellets of like little sling attacks from some of the kids, and a few arrows that graze you. Shen, I believe that you deal fatigue back to them.
Yeah.
How many do you do back?
1.
Correct. So they take a fatigue back as you counter. And as the rock fell, your alternate was air, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And I think that as you go to counter, you scoop up the falling rock with air and still hit them with the boulders that you prepared. So it's close enough in this case. But you've now recognized that you've switched elements. And that was the bandit's turn. So the bison, on the other hand, are not impaired. And they're going to hit a few people. So now Kaloni, Kai... and I guess the other one is going to be Quaddle that they go after.
The bison
Kai
themselves.
might be difficult to hit, being as he's on another bison.
Quaddle too.
Yes, exactly. But so the one that you move next to will kind of like turn and try. It'll like swap around, graze you with its horn. So it's going to be doing 3 fatigue.
Jesus.
Or you can mark a condition, but you have to jump off.
3 fatigue, or mark a condition and jump off. Like it's like hitting the other bison, or it's like flying up and swiping at me.
Like spinning in place and swiping at you with its horns.
Okay.
Essentially, there's a bandit at the reins of that one, and he's like doing this maneuver. It's not like the bison's just deciding like, I'm gonna fucking get this guy.
I'm gonna get him.
I'll take whatever. I'll take the 3 fatigue.
You take the 3 fatigue. Quaddle jumps off instead, takes her condition, and the Dimorphodon scoops her up immediately. She essentially has immunity to falling as a result of her companion. Kaloni, what do? You have the same option of either jumping out of the way or taking massive fatigue damage from a ramming attack from the bison.
Yeah, I guess I'll jump out of the way. I think.
Sure. So you take one condition of your choice, and you essentially seize a new position a little bit disadvantageously.
Okay, what are my choice though? Let me read what they do before I pick.
So that's the bandits, the bison, then the bandit leader is next to Tome. Tome, he looks at you, grinning wickedly. And you see him reach out and go to pluck something off of you. And he's going to try and grab your staff.
Okay.
And so in this case, I'm going to have you roll with passion. Actually, no, I'm going to have you roll. We're in the middle of battle. I'm going to have you roll with rely on your skills and training. On a 10 plus, it's a success, and you just fully get it out of his hands. On a 7 to 9, he's holding on to it, but you're not letting go. And on a miss, he takes it.
Okay. What would I add to my roll?
Rely on your skills and training is focus, but you can spend fatigue if you want to use balance stuff.
No, focus is good. Oh, okay. All right. And this is like to defend what he's doing while he's trying to take my staff.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay. 8.
On an 8, you're still holding on to it, but he's grasping it now, and on his second attack, he's going to attempt to wrench it away from you again. Now, on a... I'll say that you have to get... On an 8 to 10, you're able to keep hold of it. On a 10 plus, you're able to completely get it back. but on a 7 and lower, he gets a hold of your staff.
Okay.
He's already holding on to it this time. He's using both of his attacks to do this.
That's a 7.
So on a 7, he takes your staff and just laughing throws it off.
I could get another one.
Let's see if you can.
So nonchalant.
Bleeding profusely from the hole in his freaking side.
You kind of look like you need some help. We can stop and I can, patch you up.
You see, like,
I don't know what
for a
happened.
second, he's like, I'm not listening to anything you say.
Listen, this crazy chick jumped out. I didn't know what she was doing. I tried to help you and grab the reins, and you tried to stop me. Yeah, bring you to your friends. This thing attacks me, and I'm confused.
You won't have any friends left.
Wait, do I still get the
Wicked-looking
+1
jerk.
against them from before?
You do have a +1 against him.
That's an 8.
That's an 8. So he's holding on to it. And you still have this conversation, but your staff is not gone. It's still
I
here.
go and grab it back, like holding on to it.
You guys are still fighting over it. He wastes his whole turn trying to throw away your staff. Damn it. You have that +1 against him. Amazing. Cloney, it's your turn. Cloney, you feel the shift in the elements inside you. All of your techniques will work as normal, but they are going to be with the new element. So whatever you're going to do, I want you to describe it now using earth instead.
Oh, my brain's so broken.
What were we gonna do with the water?
I was gonna prepare my ice claws.
So now you got rock claws.
Or metal claws, if you wish.
Oh, lava claws are on the table.
But I'm stunned, so it doesn't matter.
Wait, that sounds painful.
I'm
You're
caught
not
off guard.
stuck. You're not
I
stuck.
took. Well, it
It's
took
as
me
of the
sense.
next exchange the condition occurs.
The conditions are not statuses. Conditions are like afraid, angry, insecure, guilty, troubled.
Oh.
Or frustrated, jaded, remorseful, shaken, worried.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yes. Wait, where do you see that second set?
It's on the right of
See
the
clearing
balance.
conditions.
Yeah, so the second set, the frustrated, jaded, remorseful, shaken, worried, is only for the Elder playbook, which is when you play like an old person, like Iroh or something.
Got it.
Special GM information, I guess.
Okay, so I apologize. I thought it was a status thing. Okay. So yeah, I was gonna do ice claws, so I guess she'll try to bend the water from behind her, but not the water. The water doesn't come out. The rocks from the barriers around her form around her hands, and she makes little rocky claws with metal tips. Why not?
That's so
Absolutely. And like you kind of, I think in that moment you want to water bend and you do it like you always do, and a different element just responds to you and takes hold. And it feels natural, feels like you've always bent like this. Feels almost the same.
Yeah, but okay, so then okay, I'm trying to make sense in my
Wait,
brain.
did you roll for your approach though?
It was a 9. I got a 9 earlier, but I had to close it because I had to get rid of my status.
No problemo.
Um,
Amazing. So what else happens as part of your technique and approach?
So mark 1 fatigue, become prepared. As long as you're prepared, anytime you attack an enemy in hand range, inflict 2 additional fatigue. So I become prepared. I'm gonna mark 1 fatigue. And then that's
Then you have rock claws.
I have rock claws now.
Amazing. You all see Cologne with her incredible rock claws ready to attack. And then we come to Jet.
Ooh, Jet feels the fire in his chest. And I think he lets it out. My first will be to hinder for evade and observe. So I'd like to impede the bison that hit me, or the bandit, whoever it was, by just like shooting up fire and like kind of like kicking, like cutting off one of their routes that they would take to either like escape from me or try to attack somebody else. So hopefully giving them impaired or trapped, whichever one.
Yes,
Okay,
the
I think so.
bandits had attacked you, and the bandits were already on fire and impaired.
Okay.
And so I think maybe what I'll do is like, yeah, instead of cutting off an escape route, maybe you use the fire that's already on them, and make it worse a little bit. And I'm going to make them trapped on the saddles.
Like their clothes melt and fuse with the
Oh,
saddle
dude.
material.
Oh God.
Terrible.
God, yeah,
Kill me.
Their skin sticks.
That brings us to the end of the exchange.
But sorry, I rolled 13, so I get
That
2.
has to be a war crime.
So that's my first. And then secondly, I will look them like dead in the eyes with like flames kind of flickering off my wet eyelids. And I say, "What the heck is your deal? What do you want?" And I'm going to ask them their principal and mark 1 fatigue. They must answer honestly.
A kid like just cries out, his flesh scorched. We're just trying to get food.
You don't have any.
For our families.
Do I hear
Now
that?
you're getting fucked up.
You all hear this. Everybody on the
We
ground.
We all hear this? Okay.
Okay.
Shit.
Fuck around and find out, kid. He's probably older than me.
But you know that they're, as a result of your move, that their principal is responsibility.
Okay.
And that'll bring us to the end of the round, where they legit fully retreat. They have to mark 3 conditions to get out of the trapped condition, and I believe impaired. Yeah, they're just going to retreat and put out the fire. But to retreat, they have to take the bison with them.
Yeah.
And so they're just going to go away from you guys. So the exchanges are done on the ground. In the air, however, the bandit leader is still fighting Tome. Can someone do a...
Mason jar. Mason jar.
Sue, use the earth to throw me up there, and I'll help her with my fire bending.
Peanut butter.
Wait. We're burning them alive.
Yeah,
But there's kids.
it's so cool. It smells so sweet.
This is kind of fucked up.
Yeah, Joe. What? Just like
You're 12 years old. Why are you so bloodthirsty?
relax,
I'm
please.
talking to Joe.
As you guys discussed
You know how long?
on the ground,
I've been trying to get you. I'm not letting you guys get out of my grasp for now. 2 weeks I spent there pissing in a corner of a circle with this non-bender woman.
Emma turns around. You weren't using the tube?
It felt weird to lie down in a tube and just piss all over yourself. I don't know. I'm sorry.
That's what the smell was? It was you?
I thought you were doing it too, honestly.
Shen, talk to your friend. Talk to your friend. Change
Now?
your diaper or something. Something's wrong with this kid. All right?
I mean,
Wow.
After more
everything
important
we've been
situations
through.
going on right now, you know, like being attacked.
She whirls, points at him. Raised by animals.
Literally.
Dinosaurs! Actually,
That's the problem.
and watch how you talk about the avatar.
As you guys yell and shout, Tome, you guys get into another exchange up in the air. I want you to lock in your approach. Hold on, I think I have to reinitiate. Yeah. Okay, I reinitiated. Lock in your approach.
Jesus Christ. I'm Gucci.
Okay.
Murph.
It's the Murphy hour.
Shit. Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay, this actually works out
Yeah.
super well.
Oh, Murph. Doggo cab.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. I clicked resolve.
Oh, I didn't lock it in.
Oh, wait,
It was
Tony,
only
you're
for Tome.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be appropriate.
Unfortunately, the bandit leader is going to go first with defend and maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to seize a new position. And essentially, he's going to take the bison and spin it so that it's upside down and fly towards the rest of the fleeing bandits and bison. And he's going to command them with his presence. Return to battle! We're not done here!
So he drops the staff.
Yeah, he fully lets go, but you don't have anything to hold on to, Tome, as he seizes a new position and leaves you behind. Essentially, he barrel rolls the bison, and he is going to stop the retreat of his forces, and they're going to follow him back into battle versus everybody else.
Unless you mark a fatigue and block him from seizing the position.
What happens if I get to 5 fatigue?
Then you start marking conditions
Any further?
as like fatigue.
No, you cannot replace conditions with fatigue.
No, what I'm saying is that like as soon as your fatigue is 5, don't you start marking conditions until you're at 10?
If fatigue
Yeah.
is done to you, yes.
That's what I'm saying.
But if you have a technique that requires fatigue, you can't use it.
No, but that's what he's saying. Like if he gets to 5, what happens? Then he starts marking.
Oh, yeah. You don't pass out at 5 fatigue or anything.
Okay.
That just means you cannot choose to use fatigue.
Okay. But invade and observe clears of fatigue. So if I take this to stay there, it'll clear when my turn.
Next round, if you choose evade and observe,
I did. Well, I did.
Chose it this round. So
Yeah.
in this moment, do you have 5 fatigue?
I would get 5 fatigue, but then at my turn, I'd clear 1.
The thing
Yeah,
he's choosing to
that's
do
what we got.
as an evade and observe thing costs a
if you're
fatigue, but
four-
as he's evading and observing, he gains a fatigue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're at
so it
4 right
cancels
now,
out.
you can block him. It'll bring you to 5. And then once your turn starts on evade and observe, you'll heal 1.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's stop them or block them. Does block mean stop? Like, it'll stop him from doing the barrel roll altogether.
It'll stop him from doing the barrel roll. So maybe he lets go of the staff, and then you use the staff to knock his hand, so he can't do the barrel roll. But he does like do the commanding shout, and he's going to prevent his forces from fully retreating off of the battlefield and just getting the heck out of there.
Okay, and he's sitting in the saddle too, right? He's like not on its head, like.
Yeah, like he's like at the head of the saddle, but he's not on the bison's head.
Okay, sweet. They'll be like, oh, trying to leave the fight, eh?
Trying to join it. For your evade and observe, go ahead and roll, and then let me know what your technique is.
Roll creativity. Okay. That's an 8.
All right, on an 8, choose one.
And I can use a mastered move. No, yeah. I'm gonna use my ability break so I can target a foe's vulnerable equipment, render it useless or broken, possibly inflicting or overcoming a status. And I think I want to target the saddle if I could, to try and break it off from the bison. Like I'll like conjure up like kind of like I was airbending, but a thin slice of like fire and like break off the reins so it kind of like flies off.
Sure. Absolutely. You break the saddle. Like you said, it flies off the bison because you guys are in the middle of flying right now, or like it slides, slips, falls, tumbling end over end towards the ground. What do you do though? Because now you have nothing to stand on.
Well, I got my staff, so I could just glide out of there.
Sure. So you break it and then immediately get on the staff.
See you on the ground.
He's just like holding the reins, like trying to get his footing, like grabbing a fistful of hair of the bison, reins in the other hand. As you do this, that brings us to the end of the exchange, and I think that he stops his forces from routing. Then you do this, and he's fully like falling / holding on for dear life. And I think in this moment, the bandit leader makes a decision to leave.
Like, that's what I told you.
Don't run away! And then immediately he like joins everyone, and they all start to run away. Not to like. That's right. Get out of here.
Good job, everyone.
Yeah.
They're just
All right
kids.
then.
I feel kind of bad for those kids, honestly.
Airburst down to everyone.
Could have helped them.
Well, that was fun.
Quaddle lads like doesn't muscle. We did it,
Are
guys.
those kids gonna be okay? Like, they were literally like burnt.
They're fine.
They want to take our stuff.
Yeah. High fives, Rufu.
I can confirm they did want to
Do
take
not-
our stuff.
Encourage violence in the 12-year-old.
Child.
They're gonna leave us here to dead, okay?
Emma
This
like
is
comes over and like looks at Kaloni. She looks at your earth claws and she's like, most curious. What is going on? All of you just changed elements mid-battle?
Oh wait.
what?
You do?
Everybody did?
What? She Corey looks at him. But I didn't mean to do this. I'm just like,
No, I changed a few days ago.
what do you mean change? I guess like, as she's trying to figure it out, she's like shaking her hands, and the rocks start like falling off.
Rufu told us about Jolo being able to do, or like he asked Jolo to switch. I believe
Jolo's
before we
doing-
left last night. No,
Wait, change it back.
Why?
It just happened like that.
You see Jolo just
Now I
like
can breathe
I don't have any
fire.
water.
like breathes deeply and then flashes his avatar eyes and then looks a little bit drained.
Let's not do that on a whim, maybe.
Can you guys still
Make
not
it
do
listen.
both?
I don't
Wait,
think we're supposed to be able
Joey.
to do both.
Curious.
If you switch my bending, you're switching everybody's bending?
Jolo looks at you and like shrugs.
Seems like it.
Huh.
I think we're all connected.
That's rad.
Just give us like a warning next time.
Yeah, it'd be useful. I
We
would-
didn't know.
Could have like a code word.
Like what?
Like, well, at least they're gone, and we.
How about
bold.
Badger Monkey?
Where are we?
Or badger monkey.
Well, we're closer to the Spirit Council. We've been going in that direction. We just kind of stopped halfway through our day. Like, what time of day is it?
What's the environment like?
It's like plains with like little copses of trees. I think to the north of you guys, there's like a big mountain range, but you're a little bit of ways away from that. And it's probably mid-afternoon. Like you guys had just started your morning. You were making good time, and then all of a sudden, you were beset by bandits.
So we can continue on if you guys want for a little bit.
I'm not that
I
hurt.
think we
Is
should.
anybody else hurt?
I'm feeling okay.
Just tired. Oh,
Exhausted.
We slept pretty
I
decently.
guess pile back in and I'll get her in the air again.
And I was like,
Sounds
right,
good.
I'll help. It goes to help you.
Oh, yeah, whatever you need, Chen.
I think I'll stay up top this time just to keep an eye out.
There's not really any place to stay up top, to be honest.
Like
Well,
jam
stop
my,
it.
my staff. Like hold on. Like I'm used to high places.
Yeah, no, but there's no handholds at all.
It's just like slick.
Yeah.
Like, well, never mind.
From what I was told, there's the hatch, and then by like the buttons and such, there's like a little handhold, and that's about it.
Okay, yeah, no, you're quite right. Never mind.
I mean, I don't know if you have like an airbending thing that you can do, but
I'm not that good. One of those bison would have been nice.
I mean, if you
Now
want,
that's
I
a way
can
to travel.
potentially make little like handholds, but I can't do much more than that, or else I'm going to start stripping the metal.
Oh, it's quite all right. I could stay with you young folk. Be nice to catch up again.
All right,
Or some more.
I'll do what I have to do to bring it back up and carry on.
Amazing. And you carry on. All of you making your way forwards after your encounter with the bandits. And as the day starts to grow long, smoke starts to fill the air. And as the sun begins to set and the orange glow over the water of the west and the western ocean towards the Fire Nation, you begin to see fire covering the land.
Okay.
Just ahead of you, far ahead, in the direction of the Spirit Council. And I think at this point, you start to notice that there is a large, worn path of ground leading towards the council, where it looks like an army may have trampled the land, trampled the plants and things and the earth, and created this pathway in that direction. And you
That's
guys
not good.
land for the evening at a small lake, a little bit inland.
Landlocked lake?
Yeah, it's a landlocked lake. Can I tell you which one it is? It is connected to the Suoku River. Excuse me.
Interesting. I don't know the geography well enough to be like, oh yeah, we're cool. How far away are we?
You're a day's distance of walking from the Spirit Council, or a morning of airship.
Oh, hot sauce level 1 redemption.
Level 1.
Taking it easy.
That's
Put
like
it in you.
sriracha. I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna do a teaspoon of sriracha too. Fuck.
Yeah.
Double hot can.
Sharing the load
hot
today.
can?
Sharing the load. As you guys
That's-
land, and I think everyone gets out of the cargo drone. Maybe you can all discuss while I go get hot sauce what it is you want to do for the night. maybe discuss the fire and the what seems like the advance of the army. You guys are tired.
Does Murphy eat sriracha too?
You can have a little bit.
Damn.
She can have a little bit.
I think we need food, don't we?
She likes spicy.
How many rations do we actually have left? I don't think we have much.
Probably not.
I don't think we have much either.
I have 7 in my bag. Or
Yeah,
your
you guys
mushrooms
spent a
that
week
is
in
my
that
bag.
thing. Were your rations preserved? Do we even have rations coming out after that?
I don't know. The rations themselves are supposed to be able to keep during travels.
I'll remind you guys that I think I should have mentioned this last time. Everybody should have eaten from the rations yesterday. You had the fire, unless you guys chose not to eat, which would mean that today would mark 24 hours.
Well, last night somebody hunted. I think it was Rufu and Jola. If I remember
And
correctly.
they got the boar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll waive last night then.
Nice.
Saved by the bell.
By the zoo, actually.
I didn't have a teaspoon. Is this too much or is this a perfect amount?
That's good. I just
Enough
take a
for me.
swig. That's perfect. Right?
I'm not just taking a freaking shot of this. Like,
Yeah, take a shot. Did you see my
no,
cheers?
it's not over yet. Oh, that's good.
2 for the price of 1.
2 for the price of 1.
2 for the price of fun.
Well, I guess technically 3 if Murph also had a little bit.
That's true.
Oh my god.
Still licking her lips.
Yeah, she likes it.
I took a bigger swallow than I thought.
A swigger. A swig of the old.
Yeah, and I'm drinking like a sweeter
Hot
drink tonight, and it's like really hitting. Woo. All right. Level 1 was rough tonight. I will say, for all those at home who are potentially thinking of doing the hot sauce challenge, if I have more hot sauce, if I run out of level 1, I will do level 2s for the cost of level 1.
That's a deal. Spam level 1s right now.
And if I run out of level 2, then we'll upgrade it to 3, and we'll do this. And eventually, maybe a level 11 will cost a level 1. Spam that hot sauce.
So I believe
Murphy's looking around for your dog
thinking
barking.
of getting rations for tonight, anyways.
Do you guys have any food?
Jet had 7 from his mushroom bag, and Shen still has 2.
So 7 on the bag?
Yeah, we barely I took a bite out of it, and then we never needed to use it again. But
Did we not
Well, weren't we
collect
afraid
any
to do that?
rations from the boar, though?
Yeah, because then he wouldn't have a bag to carry his
Yeah.
stuff
yeah,
in.
exactly. Well, to be honest, I don't have that. I'm very much not materialistic, so I don't have a lot of stuff. I have bow and
Why'd you
arrow
go
that the guy
backpack
gave me,
then?
but that's about it.
There's an empty backpack he walks around with.
There's some arrows, isn't there?
But we hunted a whole boar. We
You
couldn't
have a
have eaten
bow?
the entire boar last
I
night.
have a bow and arrow. Not gonna use it because I'm not very good at it. But
Jolo ate the rest of the boar.
What?
He's a hungry boy.
Growing
Okay.
boy, yeah.
Well, then he's hunting.
He looks tired today since you made him flip elements twice.
Shen's gonna go hunting.
Here's a freaking world's smallest whatever instrument they play.
wow.
What's the horn that
Wow. The world's smallest violin.
No, there's no violins in the
No, what's the horn? He plays a horn in the Fire Nation.
They have no stringed instruments? What the fuck?
Air.
What kind of a world is this?
Flute?
Can't even play Wonderland.
It's not long, I guess. But anyway.
Our woefully lack of musical knowledge, musical instruments.
A lute, a lyre.
I'm ready.
Sorry, the Mandalorian
Let us hunt.
about all these flutes and horns and things.
We all hunting?
Right.
Well, whoever
Yeah,
wants to.
let's hunt. Let's do it.
That's just a recorder. That's just like a
Okay,
really big
we need a
recorder.
group hunt. Group hunt.
Group hunt.
Group hunt in the showers tonight.
No.
Or
Is
not.
everybody
or
hunting?
not.
Do I got
My favorite game.
6
In
people
the
hunting?
showers.
Can't say anything about Tomei, but the rest of us seem like we're hunting, other than Joe and Rufu.
What did you say we add if we have survival
I think it's 4, right? 4 of us.
Focus.
focus?
Right, 4 people hunting. That means you get an extra ration for free.
Yeah.
11.
12.
12.
What is survival?
13.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll my 2 dice. A 9. Thank you.
Oh, there you go. Chinese fiddle.
That's an 8 for me.
Is that 9 rations? Holy crap.
Well, we
you
are
guys
like
get-
fucking.
Yeah, we're
We're almost dying.
we got 2 dinosaurs and 3, 6, 8 people. So we kind of need it. Oh,
Yeah, that's not even enough. You actually have to take from your stores. Holy crap. It's rough. It's rough being a big party. But also you guys
what's Waddle and Manta doing?
but here you are. You guys all come back. I'll say with a variety of
Nothing
herbs, roots, probably some duck rabbits as well. And you can start coming up with a tasty stew.
Oh, we got Emma too. God.
Oh my god.
So how many people are you? You're 6 PCs, 2 dinosaurs,
And 3 NPCs.
But boss doesn't count. So you guys
So
are
we're still 11.
Crazy.
Where was
Who's-
Boss during the
Who's
fight?
not pulling their weight around here?
boss during the fight on your back.
Nice. Just
Yeah.
egging me on.
You just how Quaddle rides her Dimorphodon with like the rain. He's like on you, like riding you. He's like this is my great ape, my great ape steed.
I like that. I'll allow it. I'll more than allow it. I'll endorse it.
Amazing.
Does
So
Quaddle have any rations?
Quaddle, I think Quaddle has rations. If you bring
Still
food
taking from her.
and offer it to Quaddle, she'll take it. Although, what's the other rations that's used? Is it the bag or is it the 2 that Shen has?
I mean, so that Jet can. Are you gonna add mushroom into the stew, and then we just?
Okay, yeah, I could like take a piece, like shove everything aside, and like rip off like a strip. of
Quaddle
leather.
stops you as you're about to rip your bag. You're like, no.
But it's good. It's tasty. It's not real.
It looks
leather.
like leather.
It's
I'm
mushroom leather. You know.
not.
Leather
Here,
and
just
mushroom.
take this.
It's really good.
Takes out some blubbered seal jerky.
You had that the whole time.
Rip that up, put it in.
Yeah, throw it in the pot.
Kiradok would be so jealous.
You smell the wonderful aroma of the stew that you've all put together. This is your nighttime activity. This is essentially just getting enough food to survive. And as you guys all huddle close,
Tomei would still have to do something though.
oh, Tommy, do you want to do something in the evening? Everybody else hunted because you guys are almost out of food.
I'll go help hunt.
Roll me 2d6.
Flat.
Unless you spend a fatigue.
Nah. Oh, that's 4.
On a 4, you don't actually find any food. But that's okay because we found enough food to feed everybody just
For tonight.
for tonight. For tomorrow, you have Jet's bag to eat.
Come on. You got Emma.
And even that's not enough.
nothing.
Fuck.
But I think as you all sit here around the fire, maybe kind of quiet, and the glow in the sky from all the way across the lake of like flames and like the smoke in the air being heavy to the ground, and I think a feeling of dread, of seriousness, the war is here. You know, the place that you've been trying to get to just figure stuff out, and you know, as a starting point, is in the middle of a pitched battle. Emma maybe looks at you, Shen. And I don't believe she had asked you how you knew Fang.
No, I asked her, and that's about it.
Yeah, you asked her. So she looks at you, and you know, just to break the silence and the tension. How did you know Fang?
I was raised in the Academy of the Great Divide. So Fang kind of taught me while I was there. She was a leader of some of the expedition crews, and so when she would come back from her like expeditions into ancient cities and tombs, she would tell me about it. She would show me what she got, and like how it worked and stuff. If they knew, kind of always wanted to kind of be like her. So when I had my chance, I left the academy as well.
She like breaks a twig, throws it in the fire. That academy is just tainted. It's corrupt. I can't get behind anything they do there.
Yeah, I kind of experienced that corruption a little bit myself. I don't think I'm really welcome there anymore.
What happened?
Well, I was kind of working on a machine with my best friend, and I don't really know what went wrong, but it kind of exploded. I was hurt, but he died. And well, to I guess make matters worse, his father was the chairman of the board, and so I'm no longer welcome at my home. I mean, it makes sense. I shouldn't have done what I did. I shouldn't have been messing with stuff I didn't understand, but we were just so curious about this ancient technology, and I don't know, kind of going back to the ancient city. It really brought up some weird memories. And Fang no longer being there too, it's kind of a lot to swallow all at once, you know?
Yeah. You see she like her eyes tear up a little bit. She says, "What was your friend's name?"
Lihan. He was fun. You know, kind of. He tended to push me into doing things that I probably shouldn't have been doing. He was a bit more kind of. He had a bit more like slack because his dad was kind of important, so he got away with a lot of stuff, and I kind of got roped in with him. But obviously, when we got in trouble, he didn't, and I did. But I mean, it was still fun. You know, one of the only kids my age that I don't know really talked to me.
That's kind of what Feng was like for me. But I didn't attend the academy. I couldn't adapt to the conformity that they required. I wanted to, and she like hefts the heavy wrench that she has and like smacks the ground kind of heavily. I just like wanted to just be kind of physical with things and tinker and mess with things before I, wrote stuff down about them. And Fang appreciated that.
Yeah, I can understand that. Unfortunately, it didn't end so well for me.
Yeah, not for Fang either.
No. But so you were on one of her expedition crews?
We decided to kind of leave the academy. They didn't want to keep funding the research into the ancient city, but the other danger zones have just become too dangerous to delve into. And the ancient city, at least, there was avenues to pursue research that wasn't as dangerous. But I guess we delved too deep.
I mean, how could they not be interested? This machine literally flies through the sky.
I think it had something to do with this war.
So
I
they
think that's.
knew about it?
I think Feng knew something. She didn't tell me, but there was something about her leaving that I think that the Neoterics are somehow involved in this, and I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure how.
I mean, I know that I'm not sure if she's part of it, like this organization, Jet, your sister, but she asked me to go with her to work on some project with other Neoterics.
He looks over at Jed.
So I don't really know where that is, but I think this might be what they know about the organization. There might be certain faction of the Neoterics working with them. Whether willingly or not, I don't know, but she seemed to, well, she drew the connection between the two, anyways.
What connection does your sister have with the? What are they called? He looks over at Quaddle. She's like, rip it into her stew. The corporation.
Huh.
I think.
I don't think she called them that. Well, I don't know. She called them like the nameless one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Apparently she.
No name
She.
brand?
The most powerful of all brands.
Yeah. She responds directly and listens directly to him. And whatever hold he has on her, I don't know what it is, but Chen said she seemed really afraid. Like she had no choice but to follow his orders. So I don't know I think he just has something on her or some control over her, like you were saying.
Yes, the last time we did see her, she seemed scared. Scared of whoever was giving her the orders. So in a way that she couldn't disobey them.
But she wasn't mindless. She wasn't like what you said, a mindless body. she still remembered me. She seemed a little bit more like herself than a zombie would. So it doesn't make sense.
Well, they can't all be mindless if they want to properly run things, right? There have to be some, I guess, leaders of some sort
Even
below
them.
this
Unless
CEO
they're a
or
hive
whatever.
mind. And they'll take their thoughts from the queen.
I mean, anything's possible.
Yeah, no, it could be a hive mind, I guess.
Quaddle like finishes her goal. There's 4 generals. So I don't know if that's the only ones that think, but definitely those 4 think.
Did
Know
you
them?
see the generals?
I like them.
I saw one of them. I saw call him the Dark Knight, and he in all black armor and bent these like crystals out of the ground.
Oh, we saw him too.
Yep.
He attacked
Crescent?
Crescent, yeah.
Well, yeah, he was there, right? She was there. She's been following.
Yeah, she was there too, and they were with some kind of weird dinosaur man. But I think it was something that morphed into it, like transformed or something into a dinosaur.
Oh yeah.
Something that transformed?
I don't know if they were fully scaly or anything, but
I was like, all right, give me the details.
and so I guess Shen fills them in on what Simon forgets.
Your GM fucking doesn't remember. I remember that you saw somebody.
If you'd like to
turn
remember,
into
go
a-
back and watch episode.
You essentially saw someone
Insert
turn into
episode
General
title.
Scales, and then when you saw General Scales, you all ran the heck out of there and never looked back.
Yeah.
1 second, please.
Yeah.
And then do it again.
I have notes on the stew that we ate, but not on the fucking guy who turned into a dinosaur.
Like the flavors of the stew.
Jesus Christ.
But
What
There's
are
just
these?
a dino
It's
man.
called prioritizing, bro. You know how to do it. That's all.
There's just a dino man.
I mean, just the Dino Man. I don't
Just
know
a
if we could've
dino
said that,
man.
like,
Just a
I'm a dino
boy.
man, not a dino man.
Trying to
Man.
become a dino man.
Jay-Z gonna come for us.
grammar is
And
important,
dynamite.
guys. But yeah, I don't know.
How far back are these nuts?
Fucking
Crescent,
February. Yeah,
I guess
remember.
a lot of things from the corporation or whatever it's called.
Organization, corporation.
It would have been
Quaddle's like trying to like grab some rations from from Ketzel. Ketzel's like puts him back.
But they're bigger than we expected. They're already here with quite a field force, or a force they've fielded, I guess.
a force field, if you will.
How did they attack here while simultaneously attacking the city?
And Nanta just shaking her head.
They're everywhere.
My bison is supposed to be here. And it's weird to say, but I saw that force at the ancient city, and I thought that's kind of good that we're outrunning their army and that we're
Like
going to get
bison.
here and have some time, and I'll be able to find
Find who?
Her bison.
She gets up and walks away.
Her bison named?
Mike
She
Bison.
gets up and walks away. And if you want to know, you can go
Your bison name?
out. Doesn't answer you.
Just gonna go over and make sure she's okay.
Ask her the bison's name.
Yeah, Polonia's definitely following her.
Yeah, if you guys follow her, she just goes to sit by the water, cross-legged, and like close her eyes and listen to the wind on the water.
Meditation. Perfect time to ask her questions about her bison's name.
I have the name. You don't know it. Canonically.
I'm saying I'm going to be annoying until I get the name. No, I'm joking.
As he rushes to look up the name of the bison.
I did have to rush to go find it in my notes, but I do have it. Right next to Narrow, called the Cog. That long ago. So both of you follow her to the water. The rest of you are at the fire. The somber... sorry, I have hiccups. That hasn't happened in a long time. The somber mood continues. And I think that all of you, like you cough a little here and there from the smoke in the air. And the night is not totally dark because of the fires. There is an orangish, reddish hue. And it gives a hellish ambiance to the night.
I'll like stand up abruptly and try and lighten the mood. I'll be like, "Well, kid, you want to teach me that fire-breathing thing?"
I don't know if I can. It means Jola has to switch me back to firebending, and I think everybody doesn't like it when he does that. So
Well, they'll just have to get used to
I'm
it.
just sandbending right now.
I think it's a great technique, and I'm in the mood for more firebending stuff. New powers and all.
I'll just explain to you. You got to breathe it, you got to feel it in your chest and in your throat. And once you do, you just let it all out. All the anger, all the frustration, all the fear. Let it out with your breath.
All right. Fantastic. I'll give that a try. I'll kind of like walk off a bit from the fire, like think about what he said, get ready to practice in the night at some point.
Sure. The elder in your head, just like, he speaks true.
What power will I get if I touch the young one?
I promise you.
That sounds so bad.
Whoa. Run that back.
I promise you. The tingle touch.
What power?
Lightning at your fingertips.
The young. Do it.
Sorry, I was gonna say lightning at your fingertips, and I just thought tingle touch. The tingle touch from the young one.
This is
No, Sharpie, not wood.
Not like that, you sick fucks. Changing my name to Uncle Larry.
Oh no.
Yes, lightning at your fingertips.
Interesting. And the others?
That depends. Depends which element they're using.
Fascinating. And then
You can collect them all. I can promise you the power to bend life itself.
That's far too much. Yeah. Thank you, Elder. And I'll just sit and meditate.
Right? You meditate. I think if you sit and you meditate and you don't feel the nanobots, but I think that you have to sit there a little bit and know that there's something inside you. And there's a lack of privacy as a result.
Oh, I guess I'll just use this as a time to get used to it, or like kind of focus on it, become one with it.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can sit there and stew. Ananta sitting by the water. His name's Roa. I miss him. I miss his licks. I miss his cuddles. Jolo's cute, but he's not fuzzy.
We'll find him. I'm sure that whoever's at the Spirit Council are either protecting those that need to be protected or have found a way to escape.
He could be
Or at
dead.
least hide.
We don't know if the council's still there.
I don't think the council's in this. I remember, like, with this world. I think once we're there, we're gonna have to find our way into the spirit realm, this dimension. I don't know, but wherever they live, I think we're gonna find our way into that place.
He looks at you, Kaloni. Do you know? You came from a spirit forest, right?
Yeah, and the Spirit Council is the center. I mean, I haven't been there yet, but it's where I want to go. And God said it'll be great. It'll be everything that we need, and we'll find Roa and the Avatar's spirit being at the Spirit Council is we're gonna do such great things.
Well, it hasn't been easy for any of us.
I want to
It's easier together.
I don't know if I can
Kind of
guide her.
been par for the course for my life, but that's fine.
This dude. You can absolutely guide and comfort her.
Yeah, I want to guide and comfort her and just, encourage her not to lose hope. Spirits, and especially being air bisons, they are strongly connected with the spirits. Anything that's around is going to try and assist and protect Roa as well as anyone in the council. So there's a high chance that he'll be okay. And if there's any spirits that we see along the way, we'll, see if they know anything.
It feels barren, the land. Do you feel it? I feel like wherever these things, these semi-people go, they push spirits and energy away. Even the air here feels dead.
I got a 12, by the way.
She embraces your guidance and comfort.
Natty?
Natty. Well, 4 plus 5 plus 3.
Not natty.
Not natty.
Close enough. So you may shift her balance if you choose.
I mean, is she centered?
NPCs don't really have a center. They have one principle, I believe.
Yeah, they have a principle that they can shift on towards attracting, so you can shift her more towards her principle.
That we don't know what it is yet.
I'll shift her. Why not?
After all, why shouldn't I? So you shift her, and she seems to feel a little bit better as a result of this. You're allowed to ask her a question for guiding and comforting her as well, if you so choose.
There's a list. Do I have a list? So you may also shift their balance. I did that. Question. Can I hold on to it as a little bit?
Sure. I'll circle back. And as we round out the evening, Sue, Jet, is there anything that you two would like to do? And Jolo is going to pull Rufu aside. Kind of sit and meditate with you for a bit, Rufu.
It's been a pretty somber mood,
Hell yeah.
so I'll just nudge Zoo. Want to spar?
Absolutely.
He kicked my ass last time, but
Did I?
yeah, I'm pretty sure. I remember getting my ass kicked.
Yeah, it must have been a sweep if I don't remember.
Well, it's gonna be different this time.
Bring it on, pal.
Quaddle takes like the leftover stew bowl and like sits down wide stance and just like licking it as watching you guys fight.
The leftovers.
Do we get to roll a little something something?
You guys want to roll a little something?
Want to rely on your skills and training. I'll rely on my skills and training.
Let's go, boys. Roll with focus.
One roll battle.
One roll.
No. Best of 3.
Oh. First is a 11.
9.
Shit.
Damn.
Next
Rock.
is
Second.
a 7. Oh!
What?
This is close. This is close.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay, that's it.
4.
8.
Oh.
So
Completely
one
identical.
die.
It's a
Come
freaking standstill.
Wait. I need to use the dice that Peter got me.
break my defense.
Tiebreaker.
Use your own dice
Right
against
now?
me.
No. Let's break it up. Can I break it up? No.
It's too late. 11.
4 rolls?
Well, we tied, and then we each
Tied
rolled
for
one.
redo the tie. Okay. I thought that was just a tie.
I mean, unless you want.
Wait,
to
what did
end
you
it
get?
on a tie.
11.
Oh, I got a 10.
So close too.
I think
Damn.
on a 10, Sue is struggling, and you're about to be overcome by Jet. Jet, what does the move look like as you're about to overcome Sue's defenses?
I think I like, he's so forceful that I think I just realized that, and I kind of like step back and I try and like just trip him up so that he falls over from his own weight. So like shift the ground underneath him, or like shoot something up to kind of give his ankle a little kink.
As you
The
shift,
old ankle
My weak
strike. The foot stomp.
you shift, something catches Sue before he can fall over. Wow. What are you all doing?
What is this? What's touching me?
Gerard.
You look back into Gerard's beautiful eyes.
Ah, don't touch me.
You ruined it.
Throw the boulder.
Wait, interference. We have to redo that round.
You guys are so mean to me.
I'm sorry,
Who is
Gerard.
this?
Caught us in a bad moment. What's up, man? Wait, you've been here for a while, no? You were supposed to come here. Wait, where's Kira Dog? What's happening? Wait.
Oh, now they have questions for me, of course.
It's the heat of battle. Sorry.
Like pretends to swim away for a second.
Oh, it's the squid
Get
dude.
back here before I throw a boulder at you.
Yeah, I am here to give you information as usual.
I remember now.
I remember. So, did you find them?
They alive?
Well, Caradoc and Rokonis have made their way to the northern temple. They're not here.
Oh.
We're talking about the
is that close?
northern temple of the Saigon clan or the northern air temple?
Or the temple of the Hexagon clan. The air temple is being used as an intermediary relay and scout outpost. The south is gone. The southern temple has been taken over. The southern air temple also. The eastern Saigon villages all along the coast have been evacuated. The eastern temple has fallen, as you know. Pretty much the only settlements left are in the Fire Isles for humanity. The center of the continent has been completely taken over as well. The spirit zones have been somewhat untouched, but we do have one report of one of the spirit zones, the spirit desert, that is more towards the east, seems to be draining of spiritual energy. I'm not too sure what's going on there, but I sensed you guys around, and I thought that I would come see you. Tomorrow morning, we're going to need your help to break the siege.
We?
The spirits have been putting forth a valiant effort in combination with some of the benders. But these beings, these dark energy humans, they are being resurrected every day. And so it's some sort of infinite army that's been slamming themselves against the council. And we can't hold out against this indefinitely.
We're ready to help. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Point and shoot.
Wait, Gerard, can you do me a favor? Can you breathe in really deeply? Oh, okay, I thought so.
Why would you ask me to do that?
God, well, there's probably something for that. I think Kaloni can probably help.
I'm muted. I was actually asking, can Kaloni waterbend the mucus out of his nose or some shit like that?
You were actually asking.
I was asking that. I was really.
Fuck, I wish you could do that in real
I thought
life.
it was hilarious. I thought it was like, wow, that'd be such a great move.
Are we there to be able to see this, or is he like just talking to them by the fire?
I'd say you guys can like wander back at that point, and Kaloni, you like douse him with water. He's like, "Wow, I can speak so clearly now." That's great.
Oh, it's worse somehow.
Immediately.
What happened to you?
Immediately worse. It's okay. It's okay.
Put it back. Put it back.
Priorities. Yeah, guys, he was just saying he needs our help. We got to break the siege. They've been trying to hold them off. Some of the spirits, combined with some of the
Who's trying to
benders.
hold them off?
That's sort of like some spirits and some benders are working together to hold off the attack, but they need our help.
Okay, where are they?
I think he's gonna bring us there in the morning.
Yeah, I'll lead you. Essentially, we need you to attack the back lines. There's got to be some sort of a general or something back there. And that's the one we need you to take out. They've been hiding behind the rest of their forces.
Did you see any like black crystals being brought up from the earth?
Jet, don't you start either.
There's been crystals.
like big black crystals.
There's been
BBCs.
many of those, yeah. There's been definitely crystals popping up, some sort of like attack. Those crystals are really effective against spirits too. They can rip some spirits apart.
Oh gosh.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, Heibai is badly injured.
Isn't
He like looks at you. He's like, "What's going on?"
Well, you tell me what's going on. And she's literally running up to him. What do you mean he's injured? What happened? Why did he get injured? Like just shaking him. Absolutely just like.
he is a pufferfish.
I
A
don't care.
spirit pufferfish.
I don't
He's
care.
being tended by his wife.
I thought it was a squid.
Is being what by his wife?
A squid.
Tended. Yeah, tended.
Tended,
You know,
oh.
like
Sounds like
fields or
Squidward,
something?
maybe.
Yeah, tended. I
There we
understand.
go.
I understand. I'm still shaking the shit. I'm what happened? Where? Take me now.
We need our
All right, well,
rest.
really right now we can leave, but you guys gotta look tired.
Yeah, we are.
I think it might be easier to travel in the daylight too.
Cologne is freaking out. And
So
she's
you
not.
would
I'm
get the
sorry.
drop on them.
Because look, to get to Hebai and the others, we need to get through their whole army. If I'm understanding correctly.
Sounds like it.
Easy. Lightweight.
Baby.
Right, how about we take a
Is that
very
right?
quick sleep and then we go. We can go really quickly. Let's go really quickly.
Really quickly to attack the back lines and draw their attention and possibly die.
Hey, it's not okay. The dad's hurt. It's not okay.
We'll help them, but we need to be rested up.
We need to be smart about
Listen.
this.
Her dad's hurt, okay? And my mom's gone. So we gotta help her. And that's it. I don't want to hear none of your, I'm tired. We gotta plan. No. Come on, Joe.
Cloney's like, Rufus right, see?
Really?
Look, we will help, but
Really.
look at Joe.
Joe's ready to go. Look at him. He's never been readier.
Good. Avatar eyes
Really
glowing.
asleep.
And he touches Rufu. And if you remember, he was trying to meditate with you, and you keep kind of interjecting in the conversation.
How did you get here?
And
I'm
he
listening,
draws
and I
you-
keep getting up, and then I go back and I sit down.
He fully draws you into his world, and you stand there facing him, and he's taken on that like slightly older, like humanish form, but more draconic this time, like scales and ridges, and like it looks more like the him that you're used to, and it seems that he's found a little bit of a balance within himself of like how to display that.
Mm-hmm.
And next to him is a young, shortish, or actually probably tallish woman with dark hair and a ponytail with like two long side bangs, dark tan skin, and what appears to be a blue shirt with like fur, kind of like in like a vest format, bearing her arms, which are quite muscular. And
Is it
with
Cologne?
her is a large white polar bear dog that she seems to be petting. And as they both look at you with the white avatar eyes, that's all for this episode of Avatar. Age of Bone.
Are you saying that I'm Naga? Like Naga's spirit is me, and am I the Avatar's pet?
How the tables have turned.
That's funny.
I didn't say nothing.
That's really good. You don't have to say anything. I love it.
Thank you all for playing tonight. I hope
Damn.
you enjoyed yourselves. Hope you enjoyed
Crazy.
yourselves at home. We're going to do growth questions before we go, as always, so you guys get to see who gets EXP. EXP.
Keep eating more. Sriracha.
More sriracha. It's
Sriracha.
good. I'm tempted to have
Keep
more,
you up.
but I got to save some.
Yeah, it helps to keep me
for
awake,
the
honestly.
Hexagon.
Let's go.
So, let's answer some questions.
Life.
Did you all learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world?
Yeah. The Spirit Council is currently getting attacked. Cloney's father's injured.
I am a pet.
The middle of the continent is all taken over.
Pet
Can we,
yourself.
can we just put 3 experience on this right now? Just everything. Everything.
Whoever's got pets, pet them.
You gotta pet yourself, Bernie.
Pet, pet.
Pet.
There you go.
Redeemed.
Wait, Murphy.
Redeem the points.
Murphy needs to pet me. She's too tired though. She's too sleepy.
Did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem?
No.
Well, we solved our community problem of bandits.
Yeah, you beat some bandits back.
Are we a community?
They're
We didn't
dangerous.
solve their community.
We're
problem.
like 9 people. Yeah, we're a freaking community.
We're like 11 people now.
We saved our community.
Fair enough.
11 strong, soon to be an army. It's the Avatar army, of course. It's not just Team Avatar. Did you
The
guide
Avatar
a
me?
character? The Avatar me. I hate it. Did you guide a character towards balance or end the session at your center?
Once again, I did.
At my new center, yes.
Does that count? Does that count? Mananta?
Wait, does what count?
Me shifting Ananta toward her one side?
We did guide and comfort.
Guiding.
Yeah, you did guide a character towards balance. I'll say yeah, that counts.
Cool.
And then everyone answer your playbook questions, which is going to be
No.
No.
Yeah. No,
for
for me
you.
as well.
I was a yes for me.
No for you, Jen. No for you, Shen.
Nope.
No for you.
Wait, Kaloni gets
No,
yes?
Kaloni.
I got a yes,
I
yeah.
don't think I've ever seen you get yes on your question.
I got a yes in the very, very beginning.
Okay.
Very nice. And Kai, did you learn anything about your lineage?
No,
I mean, you got nanorobots floating around in your blood right now.
but I knew that before, and
That
so do
was
all of
last
you.
session.
Yeah, except for Shat.
All right. Well. An eventful episode as always, and I'm looking forward to the next one. I can hardly wait a week as we
All out
head
battle.
towards the end of May and the beginning of a new conflict. Well, thank all you Hexagons for watching, and thank all of you for playing. You can find us on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, and Discord at the Hexagon TTRPG. Hopefully somebody will answer you if you send us a message. But our next session is going to be
We hope they answer.
this Thursday, 7:30 p.m. And that's going to be with
Champs challenge.
Champs.
Let's go.
our DM Bernier for Champs Challenge. Don't miss it. And if you got to catch up, I believe all of it is on the YouTube channel right now. And if it's not, it will be by Wednesday.
Not all of it, but as soon as we started streaming.
Yeah, all the
That should be
streaming episodes will be up. You can still have to wait for the
Memoirs
settings.
of Dick Brickle.
Yeah, the Chronicles of
Yeah.
Dick Brickle. That's a campaign that I want to play.
We
You'll
just supposed to wait
understand
a
if
week.
You already did.
Thursday. That's all for us.
Can't continue going on any further, unfortunately.
Peace.
Ciao.
Hexa, good night.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Hexa seal.